This music box was sold at an antique store for only $13. But once this woman got it home and opened it, she realized that there was something very wrong with it. The sound it made sent shivers down her spine. But when she continued to play it, the tune took a dark turn. This haunted music box is one of the most terrifying ever found. It's important to note here that I don't think that all old women are evil. There are some things in this world that are better left undisturbed. Ancient ruins, beehives, certain antique stores. These are all places where you should exercise extreme caution before doing anything. After all, they allow us to unlock doors that would otherwise be impenetrable. However, in the wrong hands, keys can be deadly weapons. Most people probably recognize them as being associated with witches and Satanism. However, pentagrams have actually been around for thousands of years. In fact, they date back to ancient Mesopotamia, where they were used as part of religious ceremonies. Pentagrams have also been found carved into ancient stones in England and Ireland. So it's clear that they have a long and complicated history. One spot today we have the music box. We've talked about music boxes before, but now it's time to take things to the next level. Imagine if your music box wasn't just a toy, but a portal to hell. That's exactly what happened to one unlucky woman who bought a music box from an antique store. She didn't know it at the time. But the music box was haunted by a demon, who was eager to escape its prison. As soon as the woman opened the music box, the demon began to stir. It started playing a haunting tune that seemed to come from another world. The music box was beautiful, but it was also terrifying. The woman knew that she had opened something she shouldn't have, and she quickly tried to close the music box again, but it was too late. The demon had already begun to emerge. The woman screamed as the demon poured out of the music box, and she ran for her life. But the demon was fast, and it soon caught up to her. The demon entered the woman's body, and she collapsed to the ground. The demon had finally escaped its prison, and it was free to roam the earth once again. The woman was never seen again, and the music box was never opened. These days, pentagrams are mostly associated with heavy metal music and horror movies. Guys, that has been our list for today. Thank you so much for checking it out. I've been your host today, and I'll see you next time. Bye. But did you know that there is a pentagram hidden within the Christian symbol of the cross? That's right. If you look closely at the cross, you'll see that the 4 arms of the cross form a pentagram. This is no accident. Christians believe that the cross is a symbol of Christ's sacrifice on the cross, and pentagrams are often associated with sacrifice. Coincidence? I'm not so sure. Think about it. Key is basically a small, hard piece of metal with a sharp point on one end. They help followers connect with the divine and achieve a higher level of understanding. However, rituals can also be dangerous. That's because evil entities often try to disguise themselves as benevolent deities, tricking unsuspecting mortals into performing the rituals that they want. It's crucial to know the difference between a good ritual and a bad one. Otherwise, you might accidentally summon a demon instead of God. And let's face it, demons are a lot less forgiving than God is. Not exactly the kind of thing you want to get stabbed with. In fact, they're one of the most popular pets in the United States, coming in second only to dogs. Cats are known for being independent and aloof, but they can also be loving and affectionate. Some people say that cats have 9 lives, and it's easy to see why. They're agile and quick, and they seem to always land on their feet. Cats are also excellent hunters, and they make great mousers. However, in some cultures, cats are seen as being witches' familiars. This means that cats are able to communicate with witches, and they often serve as their helpers. This is likely where the association between cats and Satanism comes from. After all, witches often use black cats in their rituals, and black cats are often seen as being bad omens. Of course, keys aren't inherently evil. They're only evil when they fall into the hands of an evil person. You never know what kind of dark magic a person might perform using a simple key. So if you ever find a key that doesn't seem to unlock anything, it's probably best to just throw it away. Or better yet, give it to a priest to dispose of properly. Because whatever ancient evil resides there might not be happy about being disturbed. Of course, some people don't listen to warnings like this, and they end up paying the price. Whether it's a curse, a vengeful spirit, or a horde of angry bees, ignoring warnings is almost always a bad idea. I mean, I'm sure there are plenty of sweet, kind-hearted grandmas out there who love nothing more than baking cookies for their grandchildren. For some people, dolls are just fun little toys. For other people, dolls are a gateway to hell. I don't know about you guys, but I personally don't like dolls. I mean, they're creepy enough when they're just regular old dolls. But when they start coming to life and murdering people in their sleep, well, that's just too much for me. There are some people in this world who are obsessed with dolls, and they will literally spend their entire lives making them. These people are known as doll makers. While most of them are perfectly normal, there are a few who dabble in the dark arts. These are the doll makers you want to avoid at all costs. Because if they put a curse on you, it's likely that no one will ever escape. However, in stories like these, old women are usually depicted as being witches. So please keep that in mind next time you see an old woman shuffling down the street. She might not be a sweet little old lady. She might instead be a powerful witch who has lived for centuries, using her knowledge of dark magic to trick unsuspecting mortals into doing her bidding. And now, it's up to you to decide if you want to hear its evil song. If you do, then make sure to hit that play button. Because today, we are going to be taking a look at the top 10 evil spirit trapped inside the music box. Starting off in our number 10 spot, we have the music box. Music boxes have been around for hundreds of years. In fact, many of the oldest ones date all the way back to the early 1800s. There's just so much stuff in there. It can be hard to know exactly what you're rebuying. Is that chair haunted? Is this doll cursed? Will that statue come to life and kill me? Sometimes you just can't tell, and that's why it is always important to bring a priest or a priestess with you whenever you go into an antique store. Just to be safe, you never know what kind of evil artifacts they might have in stock. They were first created in Germany, where they are still made today. Many people love music boxes because they make great gifts. They can be small, they can be intricate, and they can be really pretty. Because they tend to play pleasant-sounding tunes, they just seem like a great gift. What could go wrong? Well, it turns out quite a lot, actually, because according to legend, some of these music boxes can become vessels for demons. That's right. Some music boxes are more than just toys. Instead, they're portals to hell. One wrong move, and you might just open yourself up to a world of pain, suffering, and eternal damnation. In our No 9 spot today, we have the antique shop. Have you ever been to an antique store before? In our No 8 spot today, we have the old woman. In our number 7 spot today, we have the warning. In our No 6 spot today, we have the doll maker. In our No 5 spot today, we have the key. Keys are pretty important objects. In our No 4 spot today, we have the pentagram. Pentagrams are pretty common symbols, especially in modern times. In our No 3 spot today, we have the ritual. Rituals are important parts of many religions. In our No 2 spot today, we have the cat. Cats are popular pets all over the world. In our No, all right.